Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And it was just last season in which the Detroit Pistons set an NBA record by losing 28 consecutive games in a single season. Was a miserable year for them. They finished 14 and 68. As bad as they were, the Washington Wizards were just one game better than them last season at 15 and 67. Meanwhile, the Pistons have been quite the ascending team this season, right around 500 in that playoff mix, and the Washington Wizards, nothing of the sort. And last night was another blowout loss, this time to the Toronto Raptors by the score of 106 to 82. A Raptors team 17 games under 500. Yes, they've won 5 in a row, but still 4 and 19 record on the road. You see Jordan Poole, who actually said a couple of days ago that he believes he's an all-star. I mean, you like the confidence, but maybe you should have kept that thought to yourself. You see just 3 points, 2 assists. Kyle Kuzma, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Of course, heavily on the trade block. Could have been traded last season to the Mavericks. Said he wanted to stay on the Wizards. Of course, we know the Mavericks reached the NBA Finals, and the Wizards are doing what the Wizards are doing. 6 and 40. We see they have lost 15 games in a row, 7 games behind the 12 and 32 Charlotte Hornets, 7 games behind them for worst record in the East, a 1 and 21 record on the road. Absolutely pitiful. You see also they're getting outscored by 14.8 points per game. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But these are the worst winning percentages in NBA history. So right now, the Wizards are 5th, and that has been dropping, of course. The worst record of all time belongs to, at least worst winning percentage of all time belongs to the Charlotte Bobcats, 7 and 59. So in order to have a worse winning percentage, that was a shortened 2011-12 season. In order to have a worse winning percentage, they have 36 games left. The Wizards would have to go 2 and 34. I mean, you would hope that they're able to do better than that. But the way they've been playing, the fact that it's even, not a certainty, not a good sign. So here we go. Lowest point differentials, NBA history. Right now, the Wizards have the second worst, and that has been going up. Their point differential as well. Negative 14.74 points per game. Only the Dallas Mavericks in 1992-93, where they were outscored by 15 points per game, were worse. You see that Bobcats team that had the worst winning percentage in NBA history is third at 13.91. So even the Wizards are worse than that. And can we ever forget Kyle Kuzma, what he did last season? So Pistons troll Kyle Kuzma after win against Wizards. This was back in November 17th. So Kuzma tweeted this out on December 28th, 2023, when the Pistons were in the middle of their losing streak. At this point, it's like, don't be that team. You see that the Pistons were up 19.5, and they ended up losing. But after a 20-point win by the Pistons, don't say it, sighs. At that point, it's like, don't be that team. 124-104. Pistons win. And yes, Kyle Kuzma, toiling in misery right now as the Wizards are playing miserable basketball. And, who knows when it will change. Again, 15 losses in a row. So, more than halfway to the Pistons record of 28. We got another month before we see if they could even break that. So, but what are your thoughts? Are the Wizards one of the worst teams in NBA history? Who will they look to trade? I mean, as I mentioned, Kyle Kuzma, although his trade value is definitely down compared to last year, as his efficiency has dove off a cliff. Someone like Jonas Valanciunas, definitely heavily rumored to be dealt. Looking for a lightly protected first-round pick for him. They might get couple second rounders. We'll see. But yes, we'll see what pieces that the Wizards steal off, as the NBA trade deadline is a week from today. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.